Good morning. Today is the 30th of August, and here we are at the British Motor Museum again in Warwickshire for Rustival 3. My mysterious benefactor, Mr. Duncan, is also here.
Morning,
Say hello, sir.
Say hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
We're trying a new format where we have a separate microphone. But if this works, I'll be very happy. We're not going to do this for all the parts, but it's so Mr. Duncan and I can go round and he can check to see if cars are ones we have to avoid or not. We have put the dead cat on, so hopefully the wind noise will be lessened. Who knows? Right, so we're going to start off this part with this Jaguar XK 4.2. I filmed one of these last year, and I have been receiving at least 150 comments telling me it's not an XK8, which was very annoying. Please stop commenting. It was very similar to this one, actually, the one I filmed. Black one with black wheels actually on that particular car. About 2008, I think it was. I don't know what this one is. Do we have a base leather interior? No, we don't really. I don't think so. Sort of cream.
I would say it's oatmeal. So
Yes, sir.
I think the Jaguar code is like, having had a Jaguar, it's oatmeal.
I think so, sir. So we can't get too excited. We actually got too excited with the first part. We saw many cars with base leather interiors in part one. So next we've got this Mini Cooper R50, 2001 to 2 registration. It's not one of the very first, but it's still quite early. Mr. Richardson, I think, has still got his one of these. This is a Y-Reg from 2001. I drove it in 2020, I think. It's a long time ago now. A long time ago. So there we go. Probably classics now, but still not very expensive. Still no budget with used cars. I don't know about this Renault 12. This is a Renault 12 for about 1974-75 on an N. It's a 12 TS, I think, with the 1.3 play en font engine. Obviously, these cars were the basis of many Dacia models, but this is a Renault. That seat there looks quite bad, sir.
It's been loved.
It has been loved, sir. I'm pleased to see here, though, facelift car. They made this about 1980, I think. Obviously, Dacia one's a lot later, but it came out about 69. I did sell them over here, but not loads, I don't think. Astra G, SRI. I think this is the turbo model.
It does say turbo on the back.
Yeah. The thing is, though, the gearboxes, they're not very good. They tend to disintegrate, sir. But nevertheless, we like Astra Gs, don't we, sir?
Yes, we do. They're good cars.
Yeah, we like Astra Gs on this channel.
Yes.
Then we've got an MGF. There are quite a few round here.
Yes.
This one, Mark 1, 97, 98. I don't really have much to say about them, really. I've had so many filmed, I don't really know anything about to say. Right, next section, sir.
SZM.
So we got the Suzuki Swift SZL. For some reason, it's got square plates on it. I'm not even sure why, because this is a specification that's sold over here. I sourced one of these for a client a good while ago now with the 1.2 engine, and they are extremely reliable. The only problem with this car is the boot's a bit small. Apart from that, there we go. Next, we've got this Mark 1 C4 with a sort of Transformers Avid, isn't it? Back in the day. This is the C4 Cachet. I don't know if it really has any cachet anymore, but there we go. It's got a 1.6 TU engine in it, actually. It's not a Prince engine.
No, we checked viewers.
We did. Prince engines are, well, they're not the best viewers, so we don't talk about them around here. That's what we don't do.
I think we quite like the styling of the C4, don't we, sir? Because I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, facelifted one.
I don't mind. It's a standard one, isn't it?
Yeah, facelift one. Obviously, the steering wheel's really weird. It kind of the boss stays still when you move the wheel. It's very weird.
Yes.
And then a V70 Classic, sir.
2.4. So it's a white block 5-cylinder.
White block 5-cylinder.
We like a white block, don't we, sir?
There's a photograph of Professional Exceptional where we were recently.
Yes.
Very late one. The P2 was out by this stage. So this is a P80. They call them this generation of V70. Called the P80.
Yes.
Very nice. Obviously based on the 850 and things. Some people prefer the P2. Some prefer these. You can call them a P1, but there are other Volvos that were P1, so we don't have to do that anymore. And then an Up GTI. I drove one of these actually last year. it was a modified one, which was not the best idea, I don't think. It had a Miltec exhaust on it and different suspension, so it was kind of fun, but I would have preferred a standard one. That's a 19. So Show Me Up doesn't exist anymore. It was discontinued in 2023. Then we've got something that we saw at Mismatch at the Hatch, and also a car that I filmed in 2022. This 1989 Alfa Romeo 164 3-litre V6, and that actually is the designation. It's just called 3-litre V6. The 164s had different dashboards in them. This was like one of the lower end dashes in them. There was obviously one with air conditioning. This car is owned by a chap called Greg. I enjoyed driving it back in the day. Yeah, he keeps it really nicely. It was also in the mechanical section, Mismatch and Hatch. And now I think we're going to have to skip something else.
Correct.
So now we've got a Triumph 2.5 Pi. Got a pair of them here. This is 71 with the Innsbruck facelift. This car's been, changed significantly. Now running a Mega Squirt 3 ECU, whatever that means. The Lucas mechanical fuel injection in this car was, how to put this, not the best. Not the best at all. So next we've got another 2.5 Pi. Weirdly, the 2.5 Pis were not badged as such. They've said, as these cars do, 2500 injection on them, which, I don't know. We like the wheels on this, but I think this is the standard wheels they would have come with. That one's got some alloys on it, me-like style one. This is standard wheels on it. I think I prefer this car, to be honest. The body looks a bit better.
I think it's a more kind of sort of 70s kind of colour.
Yes, it is.
Is it mustard, sir?
I don't actually know what this is called. This one looks entirely standard as well.
It does look very
standard. That is actually very, very nice. Next, we've got a Honda CRZ, which is a manual hybrid, a very, very rare thing to see this. I'm not talking about the little mild hybrids that exist now. I'm talking about an actual proper hybrid, which this is, a 6-speed manual. Yes. They were very, very rare back in the day, for the simple reason that they were quite expensive and quite small, and nobody bought them, which is a bit of a shame. So we've got a classic Range Rover. It's before the facelift occurred about 1986, so we've still got this grille here. The wheels are off a later car. Got the interesting mirrors. It's amazing how some small changes on the facelift made these cars look, in my mind anyway, a bit more appealing. Even the interior with his older dash in it looks very, very old-fashioned in comparison with the ones that came a little bit later on. Another Mark 1 Punto Cabrio. Now, this is how I remember them being. The other one has indicators on it. This one has clear indicators. And this one looks like it's a little bit higher spec than the last one. We've got these natty wheels. Now, that's not the original colour or anything. It looks good. Look at this interior. That's amazing. I keep having flashbacks to watching Bugs when I was a teenager in the mid-90s. And in the first series, Jay Griffiths drove one of these. Actually, it is nice. It's an ELX model. 96, 97 on a P. So we've got a classic BMW here, an E36 Coupe, late one actually. 98, 99 on an S. That looks really clean as well, actually. Ooh, sir. We have a beige leather interior. No wood, though.
No wood.
No wood.
And it's an automatic.
That's all right, sir.
BMW is a driver's car, so surely we would prefer a manual.
We would, sir. Right, okay, down here, another one of this 190E. It's with the Saxo body side mouldings on it, so this will be about 1990, 1991 on an H. Probably a 2-litre. I see Mr. Duncan's holding my microphone.
We have the Blue Magic Blaupunkt Bosch speakers, original.
How do you know about that, sir?
Because Blue Magic is the brand of Blaupunkt. So Blaupunkt literally means blue spot in
it does, yeah.
in German.
That's and
Blaupunkt is a Bosch brand.
Thank you, sir. Right, is this a Fiesta Z-Tech S? Because I don't think they made the ST before the facelift. I've driven one last year. I think it probably is, actually. Just pick away through here carefully.
It's a Fiesta Metal 1.6. Sir.
The metals had, I think, quite a powerful engine in them from memory.
VC 134 brake horsepower.
Yeah, it's actually more powerful than Zetec S. So there we go.
Yes.
And then another Cinquecento Sporting with a 1.1. With the, I thought with the Abarth wheels, but they're not. You could get Abarth body kits on them. Yeah. Oh look, it's just for sale.
So can I announce the number?
Yes, you can.
07721 429 675. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says,
this could be yours. Right, and then a Mark 1 Scirocco, sir. Very nice, sir, isn't it? That's very nice.
It is very clean, sir. I like the alloy wheels.
1980 to 1981.
13 inch.
It's a very late one, actually. Very late, actually.
With a brown interior, sir.
That is absolutely delightful. It's a GLS.
We like that very much.
We like it, sir. But look what we've got here, sir. A Volvo 340 with catalyzer, sir, from 1989 to 90.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, this is the sort of thing that was showing. My mother bought the 240 that we had for basically most of my childhood. These were the sort of things she used to run around in a courtesy car.
So it's got heated seats.
They lasted these until 1991.
Yes.
So there's a significant overlap between the 440 and 340. But maybe we like something that this a bit even a bit better. So we got this Alfa Romeo 33. It's a very late one, actually. This on L. It's one of the very, very last of them.
Yes.
It's probably a 1.7 with boxer engine.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is. It's in 16 valve iniezione. Very nice. And then a Fiat Punto Abarth. I think this is the SS or Super Sport, 14 plate. One of the last of these. This is the Grande Punto. It's not a Punto Evo, it's just a Punto. After 2012, they were just called the Punto. So we have a 2008 Alfa Romeo GT, 1.8 twin spark. I think these were the last cars with a twin spark, actually. Mr. Duncan used to own one, and so did his brother. But they went a bit wrong, didn't they, sir?
The V6s are interesting.
Yes, sir.
They're very powerful. They sound quite nice. Not as nice as a KV6, arguably.
Why you ask controversial statement there,
It is
sir?
Controversial, but I am correct.
Giuseppe Busso.
But what you have to do, unfortunately, viewers, they do seem to rust on the sills, and that is usually because people jack them up on the sills. Well, sorry, on the skirts rather than the sills. It's a very, very common thing to do.
And down here we can see exactly what the issue is.
It's where people basically jack up in the wrong place.
Go.
Also, they watch out for the floor pans as well, because they're I think impossible to get hold of. You have to custom make them. So
there we are,
proceed with caution, but they are very nice to drive. But the 3.2s also chew diffs.
They do.
Cam belts need doing every 5-6 years.
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And now we have a Rover 114 GSI.
GSI, but no leather interior.
No leather interior and no rev counter, sir.
We do have electric front windows.
We've got the nice wheels on them. We like the wheels on this.
Yes.
It's a very late one, 97-98 on an R.
Yes.
It's similar to what I drove last year, but that was the Nightfire Red. This is, I don't know what colour this is actually.
That's silver, sir.
Starlight Silver, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Then another Starlet, as I was saying earlier on. Only ever sold in this country in 1.3 form. Only ever as a 1.3. Regardless of what trim it is. This is a 1.3 auto, like the last one.
Yep.
All the interesting ones, like the Glanders and things like that, were sold in other countries. We only got these very bog standard 1.3s. Which was a shame. Regardless if you've got alloy wheels, it's still.
I think it's still. I'm not sure if those are original wheel trims. I don't think they are.
They
usually are branded on there.
They might be actually on this. I don't know.
I don't know. I quite like the side decals. It's very of their time.
Very 90s, isn't it?
Yes.
And then they've got this Capri. Now this is not a 2.8 or a
it's
6 or anything. This is like a 1.3, 1.6, isn't it? With a vinyl roof.
Steel wheels, steel wheels with the chrome
79 to 80 plate,
chrome trims,
and then an E39 528i pre-facelift.
Yep.
Don't know exactly what year. Be before the age of my face, which was 2000. Someone's got an information sheet. It is a 99. Okay.
But we've got a manual as well. Manual transmission, very nice.
Manual 6-cylinder, sir.
Oof.
Very nice.
My sort of thing.
And then a Herald, I think a 1200. This would be.
Ubiquitous wet patch underneath the engine. There's
standard SC engine.
A few British Leyland products here today, sir.
Yeah, 67, 68 on an F, like the one that I filmed in 2022, actually. It's a 1360.
In beautiful condition with a nice little picnic box.
Indeed. And then we've got this Standard 8. Now, unlike the other two Standard 8s that are here, this one's got an opening boot lid, sir. Yep. Because I realised actually later on with the 8 that they were being a little bit too mean, and that, well, somebody actually needed to put luggage in the boot.
Yes.
It wasn't just like an optional extra. Then a Granada. These are, I think, Mark III Scorpio wheels from the later Mark III.
That's just standard. They just cross over, don't they?
Yeah, you can stick them on if you want. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
This is a 2.3 LX. Now that is a rarity, sir.
V6, yeah.
2.3 LX. Yeah, this is a special edition towards the end of production. Production for these finished in early '85. This is sort of '83, '84. Somewhere between a GL and maybe an L. I don't know. I don't remember now. Have you got electric windows in here? We do like Mark II Granadas, don't we?
Well, we do like Mark II Granada, absolutely. Yes, electric windows.
Yes, it's not too bad though.
Electric window, rear windows, no. Some sort of weird switches by the handbrake that Mr. Coleman would know about.
Mr. Coleman likes these very much, but unfortunately to see this, he'd probably want to take it for a little spin.
Round and oval, sir?
Well, maybe so. We couldn't possibly say. Oh, sir.
Talking of bussos.
147 GTA.
With the strut brace.
Very, very nice, sir.
Yes.
Is that your doorbell, sir? I shall take this and you can continue your doorbell. Right, so 147 GTA, 6-speed manual. Is that the same gearbox as an Astra G? Because, well, they're not the best, but that is rather tasty. Right, viewers, because I didn't have Mr. Duncan, we made an indiscretion, but we're back now. We are back, and we have a Unos in dark green with the biscuit leather interior and the speakers in the headrests. Or head restraints. I get told if I've the headrests. 90 to 1991 registration. Next, we've got MGZR facelift with a K series in it. Oh, I should just read this. It's a 105. There you go, 105 plus. A Silent Silver, which is the same colour as my Ford 45 V6. And next, we've got something very tasty. Mr. Duncan, sir. An MG Montego Turbo.
Very nice.
From 1988. Very late pre-facelift one.
Very nice views.
Facelift occurred October 88. So this is a very, very late pre-facelift one. The turbos are worth quite a lot of money now, actually. I think the Maestro type might be worth more, but this is a Montego Turbo, 150 horsepower, so far more power than something like a Mark IV Escort RS Turbo Series 2 RS, much more power than one of those. Another MG3 Hybrid Plus, I think it's a trophy. Saw one of those earlier on. Wow, Mr. Duncan, sir. A Mark IV Cortina 2.3 gear.
Okay, very nice.
Do you like that, sir?
I do like it. I think I prefer the Mark V as per Spy Love Me. Is that Mark V?
No,
it was a tallness, obviously.
There's some debate about that, but yes, it was a Mark IV.
Oh, it was Mark IV. So you want Richard Keel sort of leaning out of the window.
That's it.
Shooting
in Sardinia.
And whatever her name was.
Barbara Baxter. Oh
yes. And then the lady came along in the helicopter.
77, 78 plates, 2.3 gear, rare specification.
Very, very nice.
I drove a 2-litre gear in January, actually.
Those are not the original wheels. They should have others.
Don't ask me a question like that, sir. An Audi 80 Coupe. Yeah. This is a B2. Now, if it isn't a Quattro, you can see the wings are just standard. They're not flared or anything. So this is the Coupe GT model, 1983 and 84 registration, which is good. And then we have Mr. Ridpath from Cornish Car Collectors, 1999 Rover 800 Vitesse.
It's an 820, sir.
It is very nice, sir.
We would prefer
Would we prefer a KV6, sir?
Of course we would.
Okay,
Six-cylinder's always in preference.
I think
but it's a very, very lovely car.
Have you owned a KV6, sir? I think I'd probably have one of these.
I've had a KV6, but not an 800.
That was
a KV6 and an MG ZT 190.
It's very nice, sir. And Mr. Ridpath,
nice.
Mr. Ridpath has a very nice collection of cars, sir.
It's lovely condition.
Right, let's just pause here a second, viewers. So we have this nice Mazda Bongo 2002. This is a petrol. The engine, I think, sits between sort of the front seats from memory. I've driven one of these a while ago. I think it was a 2-litre petrol. This, I think, is a V6. The biggest problem with these, you can see here, is these arches, and they do like to disintegrate for some reason. Charming as these things are. Yeah, it's a V6, as you can see on the back. And then we have a Lexus LS 400. And the specification looks quite good, promising, sir. It's dark green.
Yes.
And do we have a beige leather interior, sir? We do, sir. With wood, sir.
Very nice.
I know, sir.
Very nice views.
We'd like something like this, wouldn't we, sir?
It's a sensible alternative to a Jaguar. It's a bit more boring, but it's more
sir,
reliable.
We're more likely not to break down, sir.
Absolutely. Very reliable views. And
so, as Mr. Duncan has just said, which I had to accidentally pause the video, this BX is fine. It is a 1.6 Meteor edition. I think probably we've seen this before somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere else. And it is very nice. It's the sort of thing we like. I have driven a BX before, but unfortunately we are unable to discuss it on the channel, so we shall not. How about this NSU Princer? They did sell them over here, so this could well be a UK right-hand drive one. They made these until 1973, and this one is a 71, 72 on a K, and then a Bond mini car. These, how do I put this? You steer the car by moving the front wheel like on a motorcycle, and the single front wheel lives somewhere in the middle of there.
From 1958, viewers.
A 58. I can't remember what model this is. I mentioned a model like K or something. They kept changing them. Whoever actually drove this all the way here, I salute you.
200cc apparently.
200cc of finest nothing. And a very late GS, one of the last of them. The GSA came out in 1980, and this is probably a 1980. It's a Special, sir. And do we have the radio where the handbrake is and handbrake where the radio is? Yes, we do. Handbrake's up there, and no radio. So, not so good, really. Next, we've got a De Cheval, another De Cheval. From Portsmouth, BP plate. Someone's retrimmed this interior, haven't they? And look, sir, the rust has been fixed. Or not. It's a club model, sir. And then an E21. These didn't have the best reputation for handling back in the day, sir.
No.
This is a friendly 316, but it looks still quite lethal. So I'd recommend being careful in the wet, sir, yes, in your E21.
Yes.
Which is from, let's just look here, from 1982. So it's a very late one, 82. Next, we've got a Citroen Saxo. I passed my test in one of these back in the day. Cedric the Saxo. 1.1 TU. Yeah, it's the same engine I had in the Saxo I passed my test in. They're not very fast, but if you really wanted to go even slower, you get a 1-litre Saxo.
It's a 1.1 design.
Yes, sir, it is. And it's got a Peugeot 106 wheel trim on it. Because they are the same car, sir. Powered by recycled dinosaurs and triggers Broom Award. So we have the 106s, so we have a 106 Aztec. This is a pre-facelift. 1995-96, just before the facelift came out, which I think was like May 96 for these. It was something like that. Actually got a 5-speed gearbox, and not all of them had a 5-speed gearbox. Some of them didn't. The pedal box of these is absolutely tiny. It's not a very comfortable car to drive, in my opinion, but some people kind of like
Again,
them.
another 1.1 in that one, viewers.
Another 1 TU, 1.4 Clio. Now, this looks...
RT.
It's quite high up the range then, because the RT was above the RM. The RMs were the normal ones, inverted commas. We drove one of these a few years ago. It was a 5-door from 1994. This is a bit earlier than that, but also 1.4 RT. We're going to go straight down here to the Mark 1 Astra. So we've got this lovely Mark 1 Astra from about 1982. It's a 1300 GL. Have the presumably the Family 1 engine in here. I drove one of these a while ago. Yeah, it's the S, so it's had about 75 horsepower. They absolutely fly, these little things. And also the steering's not very heavy. There's no power assistance. Why you'd actually want a Mark III Escort over one of these, I don't know. Some people chose them, but this, in my opinion, having driven both of them, this is a much, much better car. It's a very, very nice. And Mark II was, I think, similar to this as well. Unlike this car, most of them were horrifically rusty, and so they just don't see them anymore at all. So a pair of Skodas, only one we can talk about. This does look like an Estelle or a 120 or something. It's different shades of something. Yes, it is an Estelle. It's an LXE. My gosh, an accident. It's been repaired. Excellent. So there we go. I would like to try a rear-end Skoda at some point in my life, viewers. Maybe not this one in particular, unless someone wants to offer it to me, but nevertheless, we'd quite like to try one of those. And another BX. Why are there so many BXs here today? There's an absolute ton of them. Someone's driving a remote control car right underneath my feet, so I'm just terrified I'm going to fall on it. We don't want to fall over, viewers. That's not really what we prefer to do. 1992, 1993, so very late BX, this one, 1.6. A TXI, so quite well specified, not a GT or GTI or anything, but quite nice. Apart from this spoiler, which has kind of seen better days. Mr. Duncan wasn't quite watching out for me there, but never mind. So we have a smart roadster thing. These were not very successful for smart. They, I think, cost too much money, so I think they lost on everyone they sold or something. But they're very interesting cars in retrospect. The only thing is the standard ones do not have a lot of power. They don't really, so they could do a bit more of that. An Alfa Romeo 105 Series Coupe, sir. A 1750, this particular one. I have driven one, I drove one several years ago, and it was quite nice, sir. This one is from 1970-71 on a J. That is very nice. And then we've got some more smart roadsters here, but this BX Meteor, probably 1.6 again, 1999-91 registration. Why are there so many BXs here? And most of them we can talk about. It's quite surprising, actually. A couple more smart roadsters. That one, I'm not sure. This is a really basic one. It's not even got alloy wheels. I'm not sure I'd really want to buy a smart roadster with no alloy wheels. But
they're very good fun to drive, viewers. I have my friend Mr. Pryor did have one. It's just the usual problem with the automatic gearboxes. They're not obviously the quickest ones to shift, but they're very, very good fun to drive.
We don't like those automatic gearboxes, do we, sir?
No, we don't.
Who knows? Then we've got a Metro, late Metro. I wonder if this is a special edition or something. It's a Rio. It's probably a 1.1 or 1.4. 1.1 with not much power, really. Not a lot. 94, 95 on an M. And then a Mark II facelift Polo. Now, this is a really late one. 93, 94 on an L. With brake servo, remote one, and only a 4-speed gearbox, because Volkswagen were very, very mean with their equipment, indeed, on the Mark II Polo facelift. I don't think you can even get electric windows in them at all, unless you're a dealer fit, perhaps. Then a couple of minis. That one is from the 90s. This one, I think this is a sort of a bit of a mongrel one. It's got the Mark III and later doors on it, but it's been made to look like a much earlier car, so goodness knows what year this is. It's not a 61 or anything, although someone's put the earlier rear lights on there. That's a bit of a mongrel one, that one. There's not a problem or anything. It's not the original. It's not the original kind of year that it's supposed to be. And then a mini Clubman estate. Nice colour. I can't remember the name of this colour at all. It's delicious, isn't it? 1974, 75. And then an R50. Gosh, I can't remember what these are now. I think we had to skip that one, sir, actually.
1.6 petrol.
We had to skip that, sir, because we can't.
This one, it's a V6.
Is that a V6 Land Cruiser?
It's a V6 Colorado.
Get out,
BX.
sir.
No, sir, I won't.
Come on, then, sir.
I may.
I can't believe this, sir. A Land Cruiser Colorado with a V6, sir. Can we buy it, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
If you want.
Unfortunately, I'm not adding more cars because my lady wife won't let me, so we'll have to leave this one here, sir. Okay. Anyway, I don't think they're actually selling it, so never mind. A 2009 Suzuki Swift. Is this a sport, I wonder? Let's have a look. Because these are good fun as well.
It is a sport.
It is a sport. Yes. Excellent. Not very expensive either. Triumph 2000 Mark II. Facelift. Automatic. 1973-74. Alfa Romeo 145. Now this will have a box. Sorry, no, sorry, it's a really late one. It's the opposite. This might be a 2 litre. This might be a cloverleaf actually. This. I don't know. It's like Mr. Richardson's one. It's a really late one. And then next you've got this 2008 Honda Stepwagon. I can't even get in front of that. Yeah, excellent. And then a late Celica. Get it, it's a bit sort of crowded around it. And a Daimler Hearse. I think Mr. Cole would like to take that racing, sir.
I think, is this an Eagle?
I can't remember. I think that'll be a 6-cylinder one.
Yeah, it's probably an X. It's an X300.
Yeah, it's X300. Yeah.
Probably a 6-cylinder. You're not going to use a V12 for a hat.
No. And then we've got the Triumph. This is a Dolomite actually. It's probably a 1300 Dolomite. Because after 1976 they're all called Dolomites. So it was a Toledo. It's got a D on there. So am I right? It's a 1300, is it? Yeah, it's a 1300. And then here is a Toledo. Because the Toledo's got a completely different rear end. Because you've got a short boot on it in comparison with the Dolomite. So there's the Toledo and there's the Dolomite. You can see the rear end's different. But I drove one of these actually last year. Oh, it was fabulous. I really enjoyed the Toledo. A bit more than my parents did when their Toledo kept breaking down on them in the 70s. And next we've got an Allegro 3, 1981 to 82 on an X. And that is very, very nice. We quite enjoy Allegro's views. I drove an Allegro State in 2023 and I actually quite liked it because I am a strange person. Anyway, Mr. Duncan has wandered off. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again in the next part for some more incorrect information.